Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to show you the top platforms where you can get paid as a freelancer. So one of the first things you need to know when setting up your freelance business is how will you get paid? So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the pros and cons of each platform that I'll discuss based on personal use, research, and conversations with other freelancers. So let's dive in. These are the platforms that we will discuss: Wise, Payoneer, PayPal, and Remitly. So let's start with Wise. So Wise is a money transfer service that specializes in international payments. So I like it because of the low fees and real exchange rates. So Wise is famous for offering mid-market exchange rates, and that's the rate that you see on Google, not the inflated ones some banks sneak in. Plus, the fees are super transparent. So I like it because you see exactly what you're paying if you are the client. Next is fast transfer. So payments usually arrive in 1 to 2 business days and sometimes even faster depending on the country. And of course, there is the advantage of multi-currency accounts. So freelancers can hold balances in multiple currencies, whether it's US dollars, euro, GBP, AUD, you name it. You even get local bank details like a US routing number or a UK routing number, which can make receiving payments easier. So for example, if you are freelancer and you're setting up a Wise account and you don't have a US bank account, the platform Wise will set one up for you, but you will be receiving your money on Wise, if that makes sense. So it's like if your client needs a US bank account number and you don't have one, then go with Wise, sign up for an account. It will give you a US bank account and your client can deposit there, but it will show up in your Wise account. Next is the high trust factor. So Wise is regulated, licensed, and widely used globally. Many clients trust it, especially for bank transfers. And it's also useful for clients as well. So if they want to avoid high fees associated with credit cards, then Wise is a very wise option. Now, the disadvantages are not all clients use it. So unlike PayPal or Payoneer, not all freelance clients are familiar with Wise, and you may need to educate them or provide them with a payment guide. There's also the disadvantage of you may need a bank account set up, and if you're just starting out and you don't have a local currency bank account, having a Wise account can feel like you need to take a few extra steps to have an account. So who is it best for? It's best for freelancers who do direct bank transfers, especially those working with clients in Europe, the UK, or the US. Next, of course, is good old PayPal. It's the most well-known and widely used platform in the freelancing world. So I like it because of client familiarity. So most clients, they already have a PayPal account. So if you say that you will be paid through PayPal, like they already know what that's about. So they already probably have an account and they just need to literally transfer money from their PayPal or their credit card to your account. So this means no extra setup, no instructions, and no confusion. You just send an invoice or link and then they pay, and it's super simple. Next is, of course, instant payments. So many payments are received instantly. As soon as the client hits send, it's in your PayPal balance. What I love about it the most is the invoicing tool. So you can create professional invoices inside PayPal. You can track payments, send reminders, all within the platform. Then we also have credit card acceptance. So your clients can pay you via credit or debit card, even if they don't have a PayPal account. And that's a huge win. Next is integration with freelance platforms. So because PayPal is such a trusted online money platform, sites like Fiverr, Upwork, and many private clients, they offer direct PayPal payments as a standard. Now let's talk about the cons. So this is one of the most complained about issue when it comes to PayPal. PayPal takes around 4.4%, and there's also a fixed fee for international payments. Plus, there's often an exchange rate margin when you convert your earnings to your local currency. So, for example, if you are converting your local currency to US dollars, you're going to see that the results are different from Google. It's usually much lower. Next is, of course, account freezing risks. So occasionally PayPal will freeze accounts due to suspicious activity, which can be frustrating if your money is stuck during a crucial time. So for example, if you're only receiving $500 every month, and then all of a sudden you're receiving $30,000 in your account, then PayPal might freeze your account, and it's going to take quite a few steps to get it back. Next is the limited customer support. So getting hold of a human can feel like navigating a maze, and it's not always fast. It's gonna require a lot of back and forth. So who is PayPal for? It's best for freelancers who want speed, simplicity, and wide acceptance, especially with clients who prefer using credit cards or they aren't that tech savvy. Next is Payoneer. So Payoneer is another favorite in the freelancing world, and I like it because there is a global bank account access. So just like Wise, you also get access to a virtual bank account in USD, GBP, Euro, etc. So this makes receiving international payments easier. So again, your client is going to send you money from their bank account. It's going to transfer to your foreign bank account, which is the same currency as your client, but you're going to receive it in your Payoneer account from which you can withdraw it. Next is instant payment. So you instantly get your payments right after your client sends them. Then there is the freelance platform integration. So a lot of platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, they already integrate Payoneer into their system. So it makes withdrawals easy. Next is the low exchange rate margin. So unlike PayPal, it tends to offer better exchange rates, although it's not the lowest in the industry, I must say. Next is a prepaid MasterCard. So you can request a Payoneer card and you use it just like a debit card anywhere where a MasterCard is accepted. And then, of course, we have the client payment request feature. So you can send a request payment to clients who don't use Payoneer, and they can pay using a credit card or bank transfer. So here are the cons. The cons is the fees can add up. So while it is cheaper than PayPal, Payoneer, they still charge fees. So 1% for USD payments, 3% for credit card payments, and around 2% on currency conversion. And this may change depending on when you are viewing this video. Next is it is not as widely recognized as PayPal. So some clients may not be familiar with Payoneer. So again, that means extra explanation during the payment process. You'd have to explain to your client what Payoneer is and how they can pay. Next is the card fees. So if you use their prepaid MasterCard, there's an annual fee. This is as of recording of this video, plus ATM withdrawal changes and maintenance costs. So it's good for freelancers who are working with freelance platforms or they need access to multiple global currencies and a prepaid card. Okay, so next we have Remitly. So I really like this. Like I recently discovered this just a few years ago, where international clients can send money and it will land straight into your bank account. So it's designed to send money across borders, mainly for people who work abroad and want to send funds home. But it's also used by freelancers in some cases. And I really like it because it's super fast. Like you can easily get your money straight to your bank. You don't have to transfer it from one platform to another. Low fees on bank transfers. So compared to some traditional bank methods, Remitly can actually be a cheaper alternative for receiving your earnings. Then we have cash pickup and mobile wallets. So if you don't have a bank account, Remitly also offers options like cash pickup, GCash, mobile wallets, and even home delivery in some countries. So depending on where you're from. Next is promos for first transfers. So you often get a better exchange rate and lower fees for your first transfer, which is great if you're just testing the platform. Now, here's what I don't like about it. It's really not meant for invoicing clients. So you'd have to create a separate invoice if you're going to use Remitly, email that to your client, and then your client is going to go on the platform and transfer money there. So it's not ideal for receiving direct client payments. It's more of a withdrawal tool than a payment processor. Next is limited use for businesses. So it's designed for personal transfers, not really business use. So clients may not be comfortable or allowed to even pay you via Remitly. So you'd have to check if it works in their country. Exchange rate markups. So the exchange rate might be slightly padded. So while the transfer fees may look low, you may be actually losing more on conversion. So final words, it's great for freelancers who need to move away from global platforms to local banks or mobile wallets quickly and affordably. So which one should you choose? If your clients are mostly based in Europe or the UK and prefer direct bank transfers, Wise is an excellent choice. If you're working through freelance platforms like Upwork or Fiverr, Payoneer is actually worth setting up. But if you just need to send your money home fast, especially to a bank or e-wallet, Remitly can be super useful as a backup. So I suggest create one platform of each and then see which one works for you. For me, I've always used PayPal and I've always loved it because of its simplicity, client familiarity, and speed. However, I do have accounts in all the other platforms that I mentioned. And it will depend on the client what platform he or she would want to pay me through. My default is PayPal. And I think even with the high fees, it's worth it because you can use it for a lot of things. Like you can even use it for setting up your digital store if you don't want to always freelance. You can easily set up PayPal and receive payments through there. So I like it. And yeah, I would recommend it even if the fees are a little bit higher. So I'd like to know your recommendations. If you have any other recommendations, I'd love it if you drop it in the comment section. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope this was helpful and good luck on your freelancing journey. If you're just starting your freelance journey, this Ultimate Freelancers Kit is for you. And it's your shortcut to sounding confident, closing deals, and landing clients. So here's what's inside. You're going to get Instagram templates, LinkedIn and Facebook outreach scripts, cold email and follow-up templates, discovery call questions and scripts, proposal templates, response scripts, freelance contract templates, retainer pitch scripts, and so much more. So it's perfect if you're a beginner freelancer, you're a virtual assistant, social media manager, designer, or basically you're just starting your freelancing journey and you want to take the guesswork out of reaching out to clients. You can purchase the product through the link in the description.